Jeremy.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Good. Turn the volume up here.
Okay, you hearing me all right?
Yep, how about you?
You're coming through loud and clear. Let me check the recording levels on this.
Sounds good.
I'm sorry. Go ahead and say something. Let me make sure I'm getting you.
Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit, see if the technical levels are good for the recording.
Okay. Looks like you're coming through loud and clear.
Good.
Start off, if you would, by describing what you do there at the Smithsonian.
I'm the curator in the Aeronautics Division of the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum. And I have three direct collection responsibilities. I curate the air racing aircraft collection, the aircraft propulsion collection, which is engines and propellers and jet engines, and the Interwar Military Collection, which is 1920s to 30s military aircraft. And what I do there is I write about them, write scholarship, write articles, I present papers, and then write exhibits and interpret the artifacts. I'm overall responsible for their long-term care and preservation.
Okay. Talk a little bit, if you would, about how your Greensboro College education prepared you for this career.
Well, being a curator at a museum is you have to be a jack of all trades, and you have to have the big picture. And so a liberal arts education prepared me very well for that. In terms of I had the sound basis not only in history, which I was sure one of the specialists in, but also in terms of English, science, math, all of the cultural elements that you need to be a well-rounded person. Curators to be well-rounded is the best way of saying it.
Okay. Suppose somebody is coming out of high school, looking at Greensboro College, looking at a possible history major, but also looking at the job market and feeling concerned or worried. What would you say to that person?
I would advise someone interested in a career in history. Greensboro College was a very good choice for me because it gave me the good basis, very solid basis in history, and I was able to go on to graduate school. You have to prepare for graduate school, and I was well prepared for that, according to my professors at Auburn. So history is a very tough marker right now, and it's also the issue with that is that in times like this, cultural missions, cultural emphasis always kind of fall by the wayside. So a history major can find themselves doing a lot of different things other than working specifically in history. But from my experience, Greensboro College directly allowed me to be where I'm at today.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
Well, I think that, do you want to talk about being a history major or just Greensboro College in general?
Greensboro College in general.
Okay. My experience at Greensboro College was very good because I was able to pursue history, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to have a career in history, but also had my other interests as well. You know, I played a lot of music and jazz band, and had a lot of fun doing that. So the small size of the school allowed me to do a lot of different things, especially things I had to pursue. So I had a very close relationship with Jane Kinney in the music department, and enjoyed playing music well. I also enjoyed my other course, my other professors, and yeah, it's one of the great things about Greensboro College was how big the campus was. You know, in terms of not only you have a smaller student body, but you have that closest more with your professors. You have that more intimate contact with them. And I really enjoyed that, and actually I think prepared me for graduate school and even Smithsonian, because if there are these smaller within a big organization, so I learned to function a little bit more in that way. So it allowed me to have better relationships with people that I work with, even though if they don't behave, that's another issue. But in terms of really thinking of an organization, a team, that really started at Greensboro College.
Okay. Skype was going wonky on me toward the end there, and your audio was breaking up. So I'd like you to ask. I'd like to ask you for a favor, if I could. Could you record what you just discussed about Greensboro College on your iPhone and email me the audio file?
I can try to do that. Is that something? That may have to be tomorrow morning, but
okay,
I do that. But I'll see if I can figure that out.
All right, I would appreciate it. The video's working fine, but the audio's cutting in and out toward the end there.
Okay.
But
are you going to use both video and? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You were asking, am I going to use both video and audio? I'm going to try. I'm going to try, yeah. I'm not going to take the whole thing and put it up there. I may edit out short segments to post so that people can segments that address specific questions. But I want to use as much of it as I can in a way that will be meaningful and accessible to high school students.
That sounds good. Some of my wife and I are in the middle of moving. I think there might be a couple of chairs in the background.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah. Well, we really.
Today.
I'm sorry.
We're not moving today, but we're in the middle of it.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time, and if you can record that audio and email it to me tomorrow, that would be wonderful. We'd really appreciate it.
Okay. What I'll do is, if I can't figure it out, I'll call you back.
Okay. Very good. Thank you so much, Jeremy.
No problem. Have a good morning.
Okay, you too.